Welcome back to the stock chart report. So just a couple wanted to look at for Monday. Today is Friday, after hours just closed. So look at Google. Total bear flag there. Plenty of downside room. From 321 was the low level support. It's already at 319. And you got all that room down. Here you got 298. So I would expect it's going to want to go test 305 to 300 and potentially get as low as 298. To do that, you could use this one, GGLS. So let's see here. It's possibly a $2 to $5 move there per share. So somewhere between $2 and $5 move there on about $20 to $25 for that one. This one, General Dynamics, there's the Iran war. There's the NDAA just passed, which is the National Defense Authorization Act. In other words, money for defense companies. And right after hours, it just ran up. And it's in all-time highs now. It's clear of the top of the high. You can see it there. So most likely going to keep a level above 375 and continue on, for quite a while. Lockheed, this is the one we played multiple days this week. We did really well on this one. We had it down here at the bottom of the handle. We rode it up to 545. We sold it. We bought back in again. Pre-market between 515 and 545 at about 535. And then we sold it again at 572. And then I did not play it today. But as we talked about in past videos recently, the level you're looking for is between 598 and 612 or so. Somewhere in there. As potentially the top for the moment on that play. And that was because of this cup and handle. So we had the 545 to 548 cup. 545 top of the cup. There's the bottom of the cup. We played it off the bottom of the cup. Not sure if it shows it to you back here. Yeah, there it was. So it was at 500. It dropped as low as 491. Because it's an average line, it doesn't show you that. But if you watched it on the daily on Tuesday, you saw that it went as low as 493 or 491, something like that. And then it ran right back up again immediately to 506 that afternoon. And then that was the confirmation we were looking for. 507 in the after hours. 517, and then again 515, 545, 572. So we caught majority of this move. We had everything from like the 505 to 517, and then we had 535 to 572, and we missed this last leg of it. But it's part of the problem when you trade in and out. You're not going to be able to capture all of the moves all the time. But we caught a good majority of the move twice. So, and we got out at the perfect time on that one. So that was awesome. If you just bought it and stayed, you probably would have made an extra $30 per share. But we were looking at the cup and handle here because when the handle got to the bottom of this cup, 491, which it did, I think it went as low as 491 or 493, and it immediately bounced back to 5 something. That's when we knew it was time. It got to 507, and then it took off, right? So we knew once it was past 513, confirmation was had, and we were looking to ride this whole headroom area here all the way up as far as it would go, expecting resistance at 598, and then it never quite got to 598. It got to 586. So all within the zones, and those videos are on the channel. So told you about it last weekend on Sunday. I told you about it on Monday. I told you about it on Tuesday. And yeah, it was a great winner for the week. This is what I'm looking for next Monday. I'm looking for this to go down and test 110, 109, potentially even as low as 100. There's not much data to go off of here, but what I am looking at is this 123 to 115 is about an $8 move. So to short this one, SSPC, and if we look here, that $8 move is equal to about $2. So if we can see another $8 down off of one, it closed in the after hours at 113. And it looks like it's a bear flag right there. So if we can see it go down and test 110 and fail and touch 109 and potentially go below this 111 very easily, maybe we'll get lucky and see it go all the way down to test 100 and then expect a bounce somewhere between 111 and 109. There's probably going to be a bounce, but ideally you want to see if we can get lucky and have this thing take another ride down to 100 at some point. And if you want to play that, this is the short ETF, 2x short ETF, SSPC. That's short on SpaceX. So looking for a move like this, something conservative, $2 a share, 40 shares or 20 shares if you want to dabble in it. That's kind of what I'm looking at for Monday. And then let's see, I'm definitely looking for Google to go lower. So GGLS, there's a $2 to $8 move ahead. If it can fall, there's the $7 right there. And again, just match it up to see what's up. So look here. If we can see it get down into 299, somewhere between 305 and 299 is the exit on the next down move, and then see from there if it bounces up and then it chops around for a while at 300. Is it actually going to go check all this out, or is it just going to immediately start running back to 315 again? Hope that helps. If I find anything else on the charts worth looking at, I'll share it with you. Have a wonderful weekend.